direction should Arlington take in the next 20 years to improve upon land use, economic development, education, and other characteristics that would lead to a higher degree of quality of life? I'm Joel Rothstein with Arlington Public News, and we're here at a workshop sponsored by the town of Arlington to gather input for the Arlington Master Plan to grow the town for the future. Before we join the workshop, let's listen to Carol speak of the master plan.
With a master plan, the community goes through a process of expressing its wishes and desires. You go through the whole process entails public involvement and engagement every step of the way. It takes some leadership, but you cannot do it without public involvement.
We go now to the workshop as participants voice their suggestions and concerns for an improved Arlington.
Losing out on land that we have available to us to build our commercial tax base.
We don't utilize our revolutionary history.
If we don't do something serious and big about parking, visitors will be able to stay and see.
As you've been talking, we've been putting the sheets out in the hallway. Really what you're trying to do is identify with the dots what you think are the most important ideas. But you have only 6 dots to spend on strengths and opportunities.
Upon completion of the participants marking items of importance, their choices are calculated. The findings are based on a tally of blue or red dots residents placed on charts next to items of most importance. Topping the list of weaknesses, as indicated by the number of counted dots to the left of each item, are lack of commercial property, lack of industrial tax base, and the opinion differences between the old and the new Arlington residents. The top 3 threats were found to be continued residential development to the detriment of commercial development, no plan for climate adaptation, and lack of parking. Rising to the top of opportunities are underdeveloped land parcels on Mass Avenue, more corporate headquarters to improve tax base, and beautification projects. And lastly, the 3 top current strengths are Minuteman Bikeway, modern neighborhood schools, and great accessibility to walking and biking. The workshop now moves to the second goal. Participants will map out changes they would like to have occur in 5 years.
What we want you to talk about as a group and identify on the map are places that you'd like to find substantially as they are today when you come back. Places that are pretty much like they are today but better. Places that you'd want to find really different. And if there's something that isn't here at all today, perhaps you could mark on the map where what it is and where you think it should go.
Cleaning up our natural resources and waterways, so around Spy Pond.
Dealing with some of the traffic issues.
Improve the senior center in terms of both physical space and the offerings there, and make more parking.
After 2 hours of intense work, the objectives have been met and the workshop concludes. Now for some final thoughts from Carol.
People are making changes and planning changes for Arlington all the time. But a master plan is a way of allowing the community to plan for itself.
We have just finished capturing town input on what issues should go into the Arlington Master Plan. This is Joel Rothstein, Arlington Public News.